Oh yeah, we're back. Welcome back to Captain Coleslaw Outdoors with yours truly. And it is October 13th, and it is 3:15 in the afternoon. I'm actually just getting out of work now. Archery season has been kind of slow to this point. We've hunted 3 or 4 times, and the deer activity has just been super slow due to the traditional early season warmth of the October lull. So the bucks are not rutting in daylight. They're not desperate right now to breed. Their testosterone hasn't reached its peak level, and it's hard to kill a buck right now unless you got him in a small home range and you know exactly where he's at. Well, today is a little bit different. We had a bunch of rain this morning, and the temperature has dropped 20 degrees since 5 a.m. this morning. It's 55 now. It was almost 75 this morning with the heat index and humidity. So these deer are going to feel that temperature change, and I'm hoping we get a little bit more wind and a little bit more raininess, just because those deer are going to be up a little bit earlier than they normally are due to the cooling temperature. For does, that means getting up an hour or so earlier to feed. For the bucks, it means getting up and checking scrapes, getting into food areas to check out the does that are moving into those regions sooner than normal. So I've been waiting, and I've been fairly patient with when I go out and hunt archery this fall. If it's too hot or the wind is not right for a certain spot, I'm not wasting my time and resources sitting in a tree to see nothing or very little. Today is a change of the conditions, and today we have ourselves a much more decent chance of seeing some deer on the move as these October cold fronts begin with this one on this particular day. Hopefully from this point forward, the rut just escalates, but maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to kill a buck tonight and move on to some other hunting opportunities this fall here on the channel. So we got into the stand. It's about 4:30 now. We're sitting on the edge of this cornfield right below one of the major bedding areas that we talked about in the summer episodes. We're on a scrape right now that's already been opened up and is being worked over pretty good.
So we're hoping to catch deer using this tree line between the corn and this creek bottom as they travel at last light. Now our wind situation is okay at best. It's kind of not moving right now, but we're hoping as the evening hits, it draws toward the creek behind us here, in order to keep our scent out of the corn where the deer are going to be coming from and where they're going to be heading. We'll see how it works. This is kind of a Hail Mary spot. I wish there was less people, but there's deer sign everywhere. And I know they're coming in at night, but I'm hoping with this overcast sky and the right winds cooling the temperature that the deer are just on the move a little bit earlier than normal. So I guess at this point we just gotta wait and see what happens. Well, things got interesting there. The deer just started pouring into this corn. I mean, pouring into it. Probably saw 15 deer total. I don't know if we got them all on camera. But where we're sitting right now is a great spot. The wind is perfect. It actually switched. It's coming out of the west-northwest. We had a doe in our ponds, wind us there, so we didn't get a shot, but we had every intention of making the big one pay for it. This spot is unbelievable. We're actually going to leave the ladder pegs and the camera mount in the trade. And we're just gonna take the saddle stuff out. And we're gonna try to sneak out of here as easy as we can, not to spook and bump any of these deer. And we're coming back to this location in the very near future, because this setup is perfect. If you have the right wind, we got the trail running right in front of us. We got the food, we got the scrape, and it's coming right off that bedding area to the north that we had talked about. These deer are just dumping in. It's just a matter of time before a buck shows up too.
Oh yeah, welcome back to Captain Coleslaw Outdoors with yours truly. It's October 18th. It is 43 degrees with a southwest wind blowing about 25 miles an hour, and it is a buck shooting day if there ever was one for this time of the year. So when we get these cold days like this 43 degree October day, compared to the 65, 70 degree days that we've been accustomed to here on the channel, these deer have to move a little bit more to keep their body temperature up. They also require more food sooner during the day, especially before the night hours fall, in order to keep their energy reserves up so they can stay warm, essentially. Whether you're a small doe or a big buck, this is the same for all deer. The cooler it gets, the more nasty and harsh the conditions, the deer need to move sooner to get their food reserves in before that weather system hits in full force. Today is the perfect day. Combining with the fact that we are just starting to climb into some peak rut activity in the next week or so, this should be an optimal day to see deer on the move and hopefully shoot a big buck as well. We got 2 scrapes along the edge of this cornfield that we're going to be hunting. These scrapes are community scrapes, so every buck under the sun comes to check them out and mark their territory just to see who's in the area and let other deer know who's been in the area. Hopefully with a combination of heavy does moving in this area like you saw in the last episode, some cold front action weather-wise, and an increasing need to breed, we see a little bit more buck activity tonight than normal, and maybe we even get a shot at one.
Alright, so we're out in the stand. It's about 4:15. It's breezy, the wind is kind of swirly. It's not great, but it's not the worst. The deer are going to be coming from behind us, so our chances of getting a deer to come in close without being detected is actually pretty high. I know it's windy, and that's not great for scent control purposes, but we have an idea of where our deer are coming from, and we're hoping that if all works out, we should be able to score pretty early compared to, calm, warm day. This deer comes from our west. I really like our odds of killing something, or at least seeing something, having an encounter. This scrape down below us here is ripped wide open. Again, we put a trail camera up on it in order to try to give us the best chance to witness the culprit at a later date. Well, hopefully the culprit comes through tonight, or we can put hands on horn and get a closer study investigation.
Merp, merp.
Expiring as we speak. He ain't big, but he's an archery buck on camera. Let's bring it. We're gonna be here a while waiting for him to expire. But we'll wait him out. Let him expire. Get him out of here. Should be easy peasy. Wow. That little 7-point came right in, right downwind, right where we were expecting him to. And we ended up putting a perfect shot on him, a little bit back. I had to put a second shot into him from the tree, but it worked. He's down. Whew. We're gonna get out of the tree here. We're gonna go track this trophy. We're gonna go see what we got. I wanted to bring you a buck down, and we finally were able to do it. Right, there's the arrow. Alright, we're on the ground now. Our buck is over there, expired in the bush. But I want to go retrieve this arrow real quick, take a look at what happened there. Really good blood, way better than I thought it was going to be. Wow, look at this thing. So this arrow is coated with some thick, red, deep blood. Definitely an artery, and there's bubbles in it, so we must have hit some lung on the back half. Wow, that is some thick, nasty blood there. That's a good shot. That's way better than I was giving myself credit for. So, our target is literally over here, 15 yards. We're gonna approach with caution because he was still kicking when we were in the tree. But I think this is it. I think this is the moment we got the buck here for you, on the reason. And this is about as good a representation of a kill as you're gonna find on an arrow shaft. Freaking awesome. Holy snipers. That's a big animal there. Way bigger.
You know, this buck here, 2.5-year-old 7-point, came in crunching on some hickory nuts, and we were able to make it happen for you on him. This is actually kind of an anticlimactic ending to our archery sagas here on the channel. We've been working so hard for this opportunity, and then it happens so fast that you almost don't prepare yourself. You can't prepare yourself when it all goes down. But this buck is as special as any. Able to bring you this content here on the channel of mature whitetail bucks hitting the dirt via the stick and string. It's one of the hardest things you can do in Pennsylvania, and it's also one of the most rewarding. So, thank you for watching this episode of Captain Coleslaw Outdoors. The conditions were in our favor. We were able to make this happen. Like and subscribe if you appreciate what we're trying to do. Until next time, shoot straight, stay strong, and that's it. I'm out till the next one. Now the work starts. We gotta process this deer, get them hung up, then we can skin them, get some back straps off of them, and make some delicious meals from them. Let's go.
That's what it's all about.